Right, that's all marked up. Okay, so where we left it. So like I said, we watered the tree on World 3. So I believe that is all done. There's nothing else we can do there. So all we can do is come back to what we've termed the hub. What was it? The village of Hunrath? I think it was Hunrath, isn't it? The Amazonian. Arizona mining town that's been transplanted onto this alien world. And we've said all along there was like the major sticking point was trying to get through several locked doors, mostly up to that tower, because we figured that tower is right behind where the tree is. Because, I mean, we even have a picture, don't we? Let's have a look at our photos. We took a picture early on. Was it that one? No, we got a better picture somewhere. Was it this? That was it. There you go. Right. So, the town, the battery, rail yard. So, yeah, tower, tree. So, yeah, we are essentially in the scrapyard here. We can see the tower from where we are, and the tree is right behind it. So, we know we need to get through that door there, and hopefully we end up somewhere behind the tree. You ate all the candy in 1 minute. Okay. You've attained normalcy. Not quite as mercurial as usual, mostly numbed. Okay, so is it chemically induced normalcy? But at least you're feeling a little more on par, leveled out. I'm glad. I mean, like I said, I was genuinely feeling a little anxious yesterday until you came in after Thursday. That you were all right, but I'm glad you're feeling a little more normal. But yes, hopefully everyone's enjoying themselves. Greetings, Cakerins. How are we? So, like I said, I did look it up. I know it's called cheating, but when we spent hours, well, not hours, but we spent a good chunk of time just wandering around going, okay, where's the next step? What are we supposed to do? So apparently, we know... Oh, hang on a second, let me bring this damn thing up. We knew there was a couple of codes we still hadn't done. We'd finally got through the back door to the Farley house, but we know there was a code if we went along the walkway there to the top of the tower, and we knew there was one like near the bottom here. So I did look it up. Apparently the code for the one at the bottom here is related to what we found in Farley's house. So like I said, I know the next stage. Also, I keep forgetting, we need to put caps lock on in order to run. Right. I've got my coffee, yeah. We're all right. At least I have that. You've been called the master at giving subtle hints, have you? Oh, okay. Do you have a rival called the Doctor? I'm just wondering. Right, okay, so we said... I mean, it has no particular taste. It's just like dirt cheap coffee granules out of a jar. I mean, I think it's supposed to be like Colombian, but I mean, it's hot and wet. And vaguely tastes of coffee rather than hot mud. But yeah, yeah. Okay, so apparently, to get the code for the next thing, it is related to this, which we did take a note of. I think we've even got it as a picture. We figured it was possibly well, we know it's related to the shape of it, the base 4 stuff. So we thought it was like for like the alien world using these. Not. So we have got the code somewhere. I had taken a picture of it. So, yeah, the code is not 15 because it's all the base 4 maths. Now, we actually physically worked this out. We actually did the maths behind it because we know the stuff in the center is classed as 1s. The stuff in the top is classed as 4s, 16s, 64s, 256. So, we can do the maths here if we want. We've got 2 lines in the middle, which is 1, 2. We have got... it's very hard to tell without the dots. I think it's 2 lines there. No, I think it's 1 line. I think that's... You know what? We will go back to the petrol station. Because it'll be easier to visualize. It's not so much about the shape, it's about the number it produces. I believe I'd explored everything in the room. But, no, like I said, Cake, I have sneaked a peek at a wiki just to find, like, the next step. And apparently, the next step here, which we've skipped way over because we've gone to World 3 already and we've completed World 3. We just haven't completed World 1, apparently. Is... we need to get into what apparently is the mayor's house. And the mayor's house is up on the hill there. But we need the right code for it. So, we know the shape is... you know, let me set these. Right, so... right, without using the computer, we're going to work this out and then see if our calculation is correct. Okay, so that's the shape we saw, isn't it? So, like I said, we know the ones in the middle are 1s. So we can do the maths together. Here we go. It's a maths lesson on a Saturday. I know it's cruel to inflict this on you. Right, so the ones in the middle are variables of 1. So we know that's 2 because there's 2 lines there. The kind of like the square at the top equals... they're all 4s. Now, there is only 1 of them. So that's 2 plus 4. The ones on this side are worth 16 a line. So there's 1 16s there. Ones on the bottom are worth 64 each, aren't they? 16, 64, 256. Yeah, so... 64 each, so we've got 128 there, 264s. You've just finished school. I know, I'm sorry, I'm inflicting this on you. So 128, we said. And then on this side, each line is worth 256, because this is all base 4. Right, so let's do the maths here. 6 plus 8 is 14, 24, 26. 2, 7, 9, 10. 1, 3, 4. So, if my maths is correct, that should be 406. And we can verify this by pushing the big button. Did we do the maths correctly? 406. Okay, so apparently that is the code to the mayor's house. So we can do maths. Whether it's correct or not, all I know is when I sneaked a peek at the thing, it said that number is the code to the mayor's house, and it translates through the base 4 stuff. So, now I think that, I don't think, because that side, it's like the 6-digit code, if I can recall. Also, can you run faster, please? Because there's 2 ways into that tower, but both require a code. And I'm pretty sure the one on this side is a 6-digit code? And as I said, I'm presuming this is all connected. I mean, it certainly looks like it. This looks like it's like at the top of the tower. And the other entrance is near the bottom. Okay, because, yeah, we can't operate the lift here. But we have got this. And... six-digit code. Okay, so we need a 6-digit code for that. So we need to get over to the other side, which I think we need to, like, if I can remember rightly, warp through the edge of the dome, don't we? Now, which is the best way to do that? Is it... I think it'd be the wall next to Farley's house, or behind Farley's house. So we shall go over there. Yeah, because one leads to one warp gate, the other leads to the other warp gate, depending on which side we pop out. Or is it just... No, it's this, isn't it? I'm trying... Why would I walk over there? It is on this side. I'm trying to remember where did it actually spit me out. It's been a whole week since we did this. I mean, I have to reorientate myself with where, like... the edges of the dome warp us and where those warp gates lead us. Okay, so if we went out back Farley's house, it leads us here. That side is to the mountainous region. This side is to the forest region. And I think this side is where we can go along the path. Yes, because it's these bits here. So yeah, we just need to follow this path because... that's the warp gate to the forest region, as you can tell. There's green plants. So, there is a door at the end of this one. And if I'm right, it's a 3-digit code, and it should be this 3-digit code we've just worked out. I guess we'll find out in a moment. Right. 406... We get a green light! Finally, we got an open door. Okay. Well, can we... Right, yes. We've opened the... Well, I mean, it doesn't get us any closer to... Well, it gets us closer to the tree, but not what we wanted. Now, as I said, I kind of feel like... unless he's got a laser in here, we can shoot through this porthole. I mean, the fact that we can see that bit of the gate, I'm guessing maybe something gets projected on the gate or something? Also, what the hell are these? Mayors. Luther Roscoe, Carl Hunrath, John Farley, Benjamin Sims, Caroline Farley, Joseph Peterson Janssen. Okay. Joseph for mayor! Vote Joseph! Right. Mr. Mayor, at your behest, here is the information pertaining to the Bleeder, its history and some of the engineering behind it. The Bleeder project was designed and built at the request of Mayor Sims to collect and dissipate the ever-increasing power of the entire ecosystem. Mayor Sims was reluctant to allow the system to come to fruition as he and others had become suspicious of Mayor Farley's death. He believed that without knowing more precisely what would happen to the cell wall at fruition, it was ill-advised to allow it to possibly open, thus allowing what might be outside in, and what might be inside out. The system has the capacity to throttle all 4 connected worlds. The idea, as you are well aware, is to suppress the ecosystem power and thus inhibit full maturity of the trees. It was postulated and since became apparent that this suppression will keep whatever unknown maturity process from happening and grant us direct control over tree fruition. Okay, so page 2 isn't on the back, it's this one. Okay, it's related to the radio tower thing. Okay, we keep saying, what the hell does that radio tower do? Would you like to know how Farley's house shows you how to input the design on the dots? You did miss something, but now it's redundant. I mean, if it's redundant, then yeah, you can say. The rate of dissipation is sensed and regulated automatically. The power is collected through the villain-engineered extruded cables that attach directly to the dome membrane. When the maximum power level is exceeded, the dissipation phase is triggered, creating an electrical charge following it by a discharge into the water. Through electrolysis, an amount of hydrogen and oxygen is generated. We capture some of these elements for our own use, but the great majority is released into our atmosphere. Thus, gassing might be a cause of some for your concern. Were it not for the ecosystem's ability to filter and maintain our atmosphere at near ideal levels, excess hydrogen and oxygen content and pressure generated by the process is rebalanced quickly by the membrane. As you know, we discourage swimming when the bleeder is operational. So this is actually a hydrogen generator then. It's basically boiling the water into hydrogen and oxygen atoms. I mean, it's not producing the atmosphere. It's not producing the O2 that you're breathing within this dome, but it's creating energy for the barrier, or they want the energy to displace the barrier. Also, I presume this will go up now. Or maybe not. Okay, so like I said, that is definitely for the rest of the tower. Though it does... I did say we could go down. Right, we need to power this up, possibly. I mean, this looks like part of the machinery for it. Apparently we got a compass. Oh, hello. Washington. I'm not sure. I mean, there was the license plate. Oh, well, there's a license plate on the table there. Yeah, because there's license plates each with different states, wasn't there? Here we go. Is there one for Washington State? Missouri, Texas, California, Arizona. Washington, okay. So DJM 807. I'm guessing that the letters aren't important. Possibly the numbers are. I will note it down anyway. DJM 807. But that's still only 3 digits. If this is related to the lift upstairs, we need 6 digits. So maybe there's another thing related to another license plate, or possibly, or maybe it's this one. Can I not get round? There you go. Iowa 48 DCTD. What's in his book? He's going to have something in his journal, isn't he? Also, I'm guessing AH is like, you know, the ADBC, but I think it's like after Obduction or something like that. However many days they've been here, as opposed to years or things like that, because it's far too many. Special Council Session 2 discussed final approval of Farley's plan to with regard to the imminent attack. The full council vote was unanimous, and I gave my final approval. Preparation update. Farley says that tunneling is almost complete. Tam informs us. Somebody informs us that the villains just completed their construction and have started testing. Oh, and it wasn't 12, it was 11. I thought it was Roman numerals. There's a slide projector with one slide. You turn it, insert the slide, and swivel the projector to the screen. Pull down the 15 on it. The screen needs a projector, right? We did see the projector thing. Because I think, if memory serves... Yes, so, like... There's the screen with the map, but when we put the projector on it, it like highlighted. Well, clearly this is. Is that? I guess that's the door we've just come through, isn't it? Along the wall there. That would be the door we just came through. But yeah, this is clearly the projector lighting it up, because we had seen the projector there. So that's highlighting what would be this door then, but, you know, it's not particularly clear. Like I said, a lot of the clues in this are highly obtuse. I mean, I'm all about, like, subtle clues and things like that, and feeling good when you've solved it. But some of these are like, okay, how was I supposed to, like, connect the dots there between what was in Farley's house with... Okay, so why can I not bounce back from this? Escape normally works. Anyway, Session 12. Special Counsel. No one attended. I will inquire as to the reason for this absence. It appears the council members feel like we're having too many meetings since the plan has been approved. Perhaps we can reduce our meetings to every 2 days for now. Well, I was asking Cecil about the absence. I also inquired about security. Securing the tower area. Okay, this is going to give us clues as to how we operate the tower. Or unless it's like the radio tower thing. Cecil has provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next few days. Cecil was concerned about any survivors not having access, so it's decided that we would conceal the code in Farley's house and give the residents the location as they are being chambered. I also had him change the upper tower access code. Clue to that code has been placed under the direction of the first mayor. Okay, so it's going to be over on the sign there. I've decided to bring some of the more important mayor's logs with me for chambering, specifically the initial Hunrith log, and then the logs that document the history of our conflict with Mofang. I think we would have an extra chamber available for historic documents. Session 14, only Tham attended. He informed me that because of the dire circumstances, the others were either extremely busy or not inclined to have long discussions about the situation. I told him I would suspend the regular special council sessions, and we would simply meet as the need arose. I paid a visit to Farley today. I asked her to check on the availability of the chamber for the documents. I've spent the last few days collecting documents. I've divided them into two categories, chambered and vaulted. The vaulted are less important, but obviously worth making an effort to save. They can be moved into Farley's vault area, which we have seen. Farley's vault area is the one that warps, and it's connected to the mountainous biome. They can also be moved into Farley's vault area. The vaulted category will also include any books that we've managed to collect through the years. Yeah, because some of the books in there was like a book that was related to Myst, wasn't there? With less than a week remaining before chambering begins, population is tense. We've had several town hall meetings to try and answer any questions, but the realities of current situation make it difficult to assuage fears. Farley has informed me that there is one final confirmation from Chavar. Is that one of the people here, or is that because Farley was doing a lot of discussion with the villain, I think. Farley doesn't hear from her by the end of 3 days' time, I guess. 17141. Yeah, I guess 3 days after this. Then there is no turning back. There is an odd justice to Farley's plan in that whatever the Mofang bastards send to kill us, we will be returned back to them. Special Council 15. A special meeting was called to go over the plan for the final time. Farley had several instruction sheets to distribute. Fang weapon illustration, a list of all souls that will be used as a basis for the chambering manifest. Using souls? I mean, what is this? Dark Souls? They have value. And a thorough summary of the battle plan. These will be distributed as necessary. No word from Shavar. Farley tells me that there will be at least one chamber available for historic documents. Any other extra chambers will be loaded with emergency provisions and medication in case either Hunrath or Moray are completely destroyed. No word from Shavar. Moray that's the villain or the... What were the other races? Mofang are the evil red ones. Villain are the tall aliens. I can't remember what the insect-like ones are. The ones that are in the mountainous region. No word from Shavar. Death is on our doorstep. Curse the Mofang devils to hell. I'm leaving to be air-chambered. Oh, being chambered. Oh, is that so the hibernation stasis pods on the villain ship? That's what being chambered is it? This journal will remain here to inform our future souls of what our last days were like. Okay. So behind the first mare. You can't let me even step down there? Okay. Okay, so I can't click it and flip it over. So is it 500? Is that like the first digits? They said behind the first mare? That's what the phrase it was, wasn't it? Clue for the code has been placed under the direction of our first mare. Okay, under. So not under the flap. Maybe it's the number under it. So maybe it's that 500. Or is it 500 BH to something? But I think it's the 3 digits. I think it's 500. He likes his compasses. Okay. Washington. I mean, that said, what's on the front of that? Roscoe. Was Roscoe the first mayor there? Or is that actually our first clue? Okay, no, so the 807, that's what the... Under the direction, under the compass. Okay, so we got like half the code. Do we know what the rest of it is? This should pop out. Yeah, okay, so we've opened a shortcut. So we have part of the code? We're still missing 3 digits, though. As far as I can tell. Oh. I can click it. It shimmers a bit. No idea if that's important. For... May all your doors stay open. Okay. Okay, so 807 is the only thing I can think of is like part of the code. Anything else? We definitely need to go downstairs. Right. Okay, well, I mean, at least this gives us a quicker way over there. I guess we just try hammering in what numbers we've got. So 807 is definitely part of it, whether it's 500 807 or 807 500, or maybe we substitute letters of the alphabet. So D would be 4, J would be, let me do the maths on this, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Well, it's going to be more than... They would have to be less than 9, wouldn't they? Because we need single digits. I'm going to start off with 500. 807. No. 807 500? I mean, out of those license plates, is there anything out? None of the others are Washington, were they? Where are the license plates? Can't even see them. There you go. Yeah, we've only got the one Washington. So what would it be? A, B, C, D. So 4. Hey, Ivan, how are we? J would be D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So it'd be 10. So yeah, that... Unless we don't count the first digits, it could be 4, 0, M would be J, K, L, M. Maybe we don't count the ones. So 4, 0, 3. It's the only other... Let me reckon. What do we reckon? So it's not the date he was made mayor. 807 for the part of the registration. Okay, so if we drop the ones, we do 4, 0, 3, 807. No. Okay. Well, I don't know what the first part of the code is. 807 is definitely a number that's involved, but I don't know where the rest of the code is. Let's go back. There was nothing else in the book. We'll just take pictures of the book, because that's all I can think. Like I said, I only looked up enough to get through that one door. I wasn't going to, like, follow a wiki step by step. I was just wanting to get, like, the next clear roadblock that was stopping us progressing. And I think my suspicions about we have to somehow get to the tree here from under it have been validated. But the fact is we can't get the elevator to go down. Until we get this up and running. Right. The clue to the code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. Our first mayor is Mayor Roscoe there. All it says is Washington. We've got the 800 and... 807 from the Washington license plate, but I don't know. Unless we add all the numbers? No, that's not going to be enough. I guess that's the only thing we haven't done. Right, I did say we were going to take pictures of all of this so we don't have to keep bouncing back and forth. Page 1. Right, we got pictures of everything. There's definitely nothing else. It's not the 500 BH. It's not going to be 3 BH. I don't think so anyway. There's nothing else in here that I can see we can interact with. We looked at them. They're just talking about the large... Oh, hello. Oh, no, it's just the other side of that. So, yeah, that just talks about that, basically turning it into a hydrogen generator of some sort. We can't do anything with the tree yet. There's definitely a floor under this, which will probably lead under there, which will allow us to pull a lever, drop this gate or something, and go foots with the tree. Yeah, we definitely need to power it up from up there. I'm not seeing anything else we can mess with. So I don't know what the rest of the access code is. Unless they're really unimaginative and it's 807, 807. So, letters of the alphabet. Like I said, D equals 4. Am I right in J equals 10? I've got my fingers full at the moment, so I'm not going to count on my fingers as we're running along. All I can think is maybe we add up D, J, and M, and it's going to be 0, 20 something or something like that if we add them all together. So D is A, B, C, D. Definitely equals 4. The E, F, G, H, I, J is definitely 10. K, L, M, definitely 13. So we tried 403, dropping the first digit of J and M. If we add them together, that's 27. So 0, 27, 807. Uh, 0, 9, 8, 7. No, okay. Like I said, I don't know what the first part of the code is. Maybe it's 807, 807. We've only got those digits. No, I didn't think so. We don't have any other numbers in that book, or clues as to where the other numbers are coming from. Upper tower access clues. The code is placed under the direction of the first mare, i.e., underneath the compass. We need another 3 digits. I don't know where we're getting them from. This is why I'm saying this is where it gets a little frustrating. I'll also note that way. Hey, Sock. How's it, slightly higher up the country? Only by a few miles, but yeah. We're getting clattered at the moment. That's it. It seems to have eased off a little now. We're probably in a break at the moment. It's fucking crazy. Yep, that sounds about right. Don't know if in the UK does this, but in the US we have phone numbers that use letters like 1-800-RENT-CARS. No, we don't have that. So you're saying the letters of the alphabet relate to... Okay, so in that case, it's normally like first 3 letters is the first number, second 3... So it would be like that, wouldn't it? So it's like 1 equals ABC... normally, or something like that. 2 would be DEF. 3 would be GHI. 4 JKL. 5 MNO. Okay, so we only need the first 5. Okay, so it would be 2... 4, 5 then in that sense, if I've got that right. Right, we will try that then. 2, 4, 5, 8, 0, 7. No, maybe I've got that wrong. No, I don't want to do that. I wanted to... There is the phone box. Oh, okay, so we just need to nudge it along a bit, do we? Oh. 1 has no numbers. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so it'd be 3, 5, 6 then. Uh, 807. There we go. Right. Okay, so now we can go down to the ground floor. Well, basement, I guess. Oh, do we really want to see in his toilet? Regardless, this is all we wanted to do. We wanted to bring down the gate. And now we can finally get to the down tree. We can't play any music? No, apparently I can stand on it, though. Has he left anything? Oh, he's left a note. Worksheet, multiple... Oh, I know, we've... There was another one of these in the garage, wasn't there? Hey, noob, want anyone who owns a Nintendo Switch to do me a favor? For the love of God, please see if you can find Bravely for Default on the eShop. Also, hi! Is it because it should be there and you just can't see it? And you want to see if it's just like an error on your end, or what? Yeah, we tried like doing stuff with the phone in the phone box near the garage. Newspaper in the garage has 1-800 number, like I mentioned. Okay, which I think I took a picture of. That one. But to me, that just... I'm not making that leap. Right. But finally, we be able to... We were supposed to do this ages ago, but, you know, like I said, we did World 3 before we did World 1, apparently. But we know where we're going now, because we've seen it from a different angle. I mean, presumably we... Oh no, it has gone green. But, yeah. These walls are impenetrable. But we've been to the green one. The green one is the forest moon of Endor, which we've done already. So now we need to go to the mountainous one. And like I said, I took a sneaky peek at whatever that one is. And then this is obviously the Mofang world, the red one. Game itself is previously a 3DS game and having trouble finding a cheap-ish brand new copy of the game. Bravely Second sequel has been gotten no problem. All versions of Bravely Default, however, are either USA version or the Japanese version. And are you after a different one then? You're after like a PAL version or something? Because do you use PAL in Oz? Because obviously States is NTSC. Yeah, you're after PAL version. It's something like CCAM, isn't it? Which is the Japanese version. Okay, this is going green. Good, right. Though now we've watered this tree, is the guy in his like little shack in the engineering plant liable to talk to us? Because that was his whole thing about water the tree. Has he actually got more to say now? So I have no idea why run can't be default, because I will guarantee you I will come out of this game and I'll forget to turn caps lock off. So I would just be shouting at everybody. PAL version is $330? Jeez! Well, he's not coming to the door, is he? Ho-hum, well, let's forget about you and go and do the next world. Like I said, I did take a sneaky peek at how we are supposed to do this one. Now, we did say we were like looking down over a ridge or something. We said we can see something that looks vaguely like a green tunnel. And instead of wandering all the way back there to go see that bit, I'm just going to skip to the shortcut of what we're supposed to do. So we're supposed to use the wooden globe. We put the stone one in its place, correctly orientated, so it gives us access to both, like, doorways. But it's a collector's edition, but you just want the game, yeah. If we use this to walk back to the mountainous region. Ready? Get ready for the stream to suddenly, well, not die, but I'm going to become very fuzzy in 3, 2, 1. I'll try not to move around too much, because this is going to break it up, but even worse. Okay, right. So, we knew looking down from, like, the catwalk and that, we could obviously see where the tree was, and we could see vaguely a greenish tunnel. Now, it says, with the wooden platform in, we can get access to a tunnel. So, yeah, because we've replaced, like the stone sphere, so we could get access to that door and that door. And this is down there, which access the elevator into the machine. Oh, we've seen that. We've seen that. Okay, that's our green tunnel then. Okay, because I know it said something about you need to rotate the wooden sphere. So that's how we're supposed to do it. I guess we're supposed to use the exit ramp. And we're supposed to rotate it round, warp in, and access it from there. Okay, so it was doing revolutions of 45 degrees, wasn't it? So in theory, we need it to rotate Because it was going anti-clockwise, wasn't it? So we essentially need to do, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rotations if we want this facing that bit. Okay. Does the sci-fi thing with her hands? I mean, I don't know what sci-fi thing you're doing with your hands, Sock. I mean, this is a family-friendly show. You can't do those kind of things with your hands. No? Are we trying to do a Vulcan salute or something? Hey, I mean, you wrote the thing with the hands as one of the wild magic table ones. Does that thing with their left hand? Oh god, no, not that thing! Right, okay, so we are presuming 45-degree rotation, so like I said, I think it's a 45-degree rotation. We will see. So that should stop here. Yes, okay, so we need to do 5 more. Because we said 6 rotations. 2. 3. Bravely Default gamers can be gotten played on Nintendo Switch. I'll save at least $200, $300, yeah. 4. 5. Now, if we've done this right, we do one more turn, and then we can use the warp gate, or the warp device, to go back. Okay. Yeah, well, that looks like it's in the right position, doesn't it? You're pretty much done with Bravely 1, and to be fair, it's such a stretch. When you say it's such a stretch, as in, like, the game is dragged out, kind of stretched, or what? Also, have I actually said hi, Hokey? How are we doing today? I didn't have, like, the one-punch entrance. You kind of threw me off. No, we got it right. Okay. So does this immediately... Oh. The insects... Not the bees! That's a lot of bees. Well, we did say, like, this world was, like, the insect one, didn't we? Is there any reason why that's flashing? I don't know. Now, do we go down there, or do we go down here? I think this leads to the tree. Or maybe not. Oh, no, this... we did see that from here. Oh, and I do see notes. Right. That is a very long number. Oh, the only thing we've seen that had a space for a number that long was, like, the weird wind turbine thing on the computer there. Hey, Ithalius, how are we? Thank you, okay. Now I can say hello to you. Also, Octopath Traveler? I actually have Octopath Traveler, but I've never played it. I got sent through the code. It go, okay, yeah, I will get to this at some point, but I think I got it more or less the same time we started Witcher 3, and I go, do I want to have, like, another 60-hour plus RPG on the go at the same time as we're playing Witcher and, well, Dark Souls as well? I know that it's a completely different kind of RPG, but still. It would be a commitment to play Octopath as well. Do I like RPGs? I think by now you know I do like RPGs. Because isn't it with Octopath? There's like 8 characters, and they all have their own individual stories and that. Tricks are good, are they? Right. Well, we've got that. We've got a picture of it anyway. Can I look at whatever this is? Please read thoroughly. We must have every detail in place. Our lives and our species depend on this being executed properly. The locations and times in this document are based on the information leaked by Ruko and Shavar. Our lives depend on the accuracy of the information received from them. Remainers. CW on Earth, Tra Apra on Marae, and Array, one Polyarch on Capta. So the Array are the insect people, and they are here on this one. Need more coffee, do you? Itharius. I've started Octopath Traveler yet. I've just launched it, and that's it. Never got beyond the main menu. Okay. Yeah, it does have an old school JRPG feel. I think it's 8 characters. Noob. I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles is only available on Switch, isn't it? Don't have any Nintendo console, so never played any Xenoblade game. I mean, again, that's the problem. Final Fantasy VII Remake is... It's PS4 exclusive, isn't it? Has it got a date of when it's going to come to PC? It will come to PC. But I thought it's only on PS4 at initial launch. Yeah. For a year, yeah. So, yeah, you would have to wait until March 2021. And by that time... Do we think, like, Chapter 2 of it will be released? Also, have people seen, like, the latest trailer was been the 5-minute opening cinematic bit? Have everyone watched that yet and gone, ooh, Day, whatever, hour 12, begin chambering, Farley verifies, manifest, Remainers placed with hands on swapper trigger, chambering, triggering, hour 5, minute 33, could be vary by plus or minus 4 minutes. Trigger locations as prescribed. All locations should have small error allowance. Marae have largest margin of error potential. Be alert. Trigger task. Reswap immediately after swap. Any delay increases the risk of detonation in a home sphere and the risk of Remainder being disabled in Mofang. Communication Farley, RB, ensure all Remainers. Okay. So this is just their battle plan. Also, apparently I've got to stand on the scales. Do we know? I guess I'm going to have to get a device and put in there. We're putting the scales on to put an object in there. And also, is this what a Mofang looks like when they're not trying to pretend to be the mayor? Can I take his gun? I want to take his gun! No, not allowed. Okay, so we can't activate this device. At least not yet. We're going to have an object we put in here. So it's probably like the Mofang technology. We put a sphere in there. Okay. So sad PS5 won't be... Yes, I saw the... what was it? Like Inside Gaming this morning I watched. And they're saying, what is it? The manufacturing cost is going to be about $450. So people are presuming it's going to be about $500. I mean, learning from their mistake with the PS3, they may opt to take a hit. They might opt to, like, swallow the cost and put it out at a comparable price to whatever... Oh, can I... No. So we're going to have to stop the machinery in order to get through. Okay. Can I get out then? I might not be able to get out. Shit. Okay, so we're going to have to stop the machinery so that cog isn't going around. Yeah, because it was... Didn't it, like, retail at, like, $600 plus? And I think it was actually kind of close to, like, £600 here when it first came out. Okay. So, yeah, I'm seeing there was a pathway here. Okay. Why were we able... Oh. Ah, right. Okay. No, it's not. No problem then. We can warp back, and we have access now. Okay, so no, 0 problems. Yeah. Okay, so we warp back. We get the stone thing in place, because that's correctly orientated. So we can go between the two doors. You've got a PS2 Slim somewhere? I've got, like, the original PS2 knocking around somewhere. Oh, yeah, I've actually got it still down there. But, I mean... I'm still thinking... Maybe when the PS5 releases, that might be the time I might actually pick up a PS4. Because I'm presuming a lot of people will sell their PS4s, and, like, retail versions will also come down in price. And then I get to play stuff like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man, things like that. Because they will suddenly drop the price of a PS4, and I will be able to hopefully pick up a load of reasonable price games. You're breaking reality again, Panda? No! Right, okay. So, now we need to go back. We're gonna go back, Marty. So, our quickest way is probably this way. I think, PS4 on its own here is about 300, but I've also said, I mean, it's one of those things of, I wouldn't be able to just pick up a PS4. To even validate me getting one, I would have to get a capture card as well, so I could play the stuff on stream. Because, I mean, I only get to play games when I'm actually streaming. So that's another 100 quid on top, minimum. And then you have to buy the games. So we're still talking like it would be... You know, 400-500 quid in the end by the time you've got capture card and another HDMI and the console and a game, so on and so forth. I think it's the regular version. It's been a while since I looked, and I probably looked when it was a sale. I need a retro Pi, do I? Play some real old school games. Right, ready to destroy the stream again? All the sprinkles. You know what? I did look at what the cost of a PO box was. Like, we're talking about a few years ago now. you know, weather is a viable option. It's actually kind of stupid, the price. It's like 50 quid a month or something like that to have a PO box. So in theory, we ride this up, we use the elevator from the machine place, and we can use that long number. I don't know what it does. Yeah, to have a dedicated PO box. Plus, I mean, I don't know whether there is actually... There probably are places down here in Cornwall that do it, but it's because there's like no real big city down here. There's not like a massive core for PO boxes and things like that. Okay, so first we'll try doing that like big number. Okay, right. What was the number? We're going to have to do this piece by piece because there's like 16 digits to this. 1782.55. $17.82.55. $49.17.17. 49.17.17. Oh, you memorized it for me. Okay, well, thank you. Nobody type anything in chat for a few seconds whilst I read this off. 1717, 8620, 8620, 5588. Is there a button I can push now to... Nothing happened as far as I can tell. We didn't get a beep. Yep. Pointless, I think. I mean, pressing the enter button on the keyboard is not going to do anything. There needs to be a button here we can press. Yeah. Okay, we pumped in a load of numbers. I don't know why. I mean... Oh, actually, yeah. Maybe... Oh. Well, we made something fall down and break. Was there a reason for that? Did it leave anything behind? A Russian serial number? I don't know. We made it fall down. Okay, I don't know what... No, I don't think you can... No, can't click on the battery. There's too many rocks in the way. Can't unplug it either. No. Apparently, we just made it break. Anyway, what were we doing? We were going to go... Right, we need to stop the machine running, don't we? Do we have to do all of it? Do each arm is like operating a single thing? Okay, so let's keep those connected, because that's going to be for the lift. Well, I guess that one's for the lift. This one is probably for this. So my money's on one of these. What do you reckon? Door number 1 or door number 2? Because we're wanting to turn off the machinery by the tree. You reckon door number 2? Okay, we're going to go with door number 2. Because I think we can just, like... Was it this? There we go, right. How did we... How did we disconnect it before? I can't remember. We clicked on something? That's it. Right, okay, it's disconnected. Let's see. Yeah, because if we'd done that one, the elevator might not work. So yeah, door number 2 might actually be the right answer. Let's see. Does the elevator still work? Handle. There is a lot of thrusting going on, yes. Right. And if we did this right, the stone thing should be in place, but we can go through both doors. And presumably it's this door. I think it was this door that had the buzzing. Yes? No? Maybe? No, that's to that way. Okay, so it was the other door. I got it wrong. Yes, here we go. Right. So, if we did this correctly, the machine should hopefully be off, and we can step through the cogs. Yeah, that's out, so this should be up. Holy crap, my little bungalow is literally rocking in the gale now. Yes. I mean, like I said, it's eased off here, so I think we're, like, potentially in the eye of the storm. But now we can head to this. Here we go. Right. Go water the tree from this angle. Freeze. We went to, well, I mean, the fact that, like, the branches coming off them did move as well, so down could have been, like, rooting back up again. I know it's on the right side, but, well, left side. But I presumed we had a 1 in 2 chance. 50-50. So, we've watered all 3 trees now. Now, can we, like, access... Yes, these doors are open. Okay, so this is our shortcut back to Homeworld. Okay, that's our hub. We need to find the Mofang one then, don't we? Ah, Mofang is blocked off still. Okay then. So, how do we get to Mofang? I guess this was the Homeworld. I think this was the Homeworld, yeah. We go try and talk to the guy in his bunker now. The amazing emote combo, yeah. Ah, but is it comfortably numb? Okay. Please, Mr. Man in the bunker, tell us what the hell we're supposed to be doing next. Because we've got to figure out how we get to the Mofang world. And We've seen 2 potential warp areas, but neither of them have active warp gates. No answer. Not yet, but you have. I'll have my Ritalin in a moment. Good song though. What the first one is from? If that isn't a dick with a hand egg, I don't know. Okay, well, I have no idea where we go next. Makes sense to go back to floor. Also, did I see glowy bits there? I just caught a glimpse of like something glowing there. I mean, I guess with all 3 trees done now, is the weird radio tower active? Let's see. Is the radio tower active? Is it boiling the lake? And because it said it was going to boil the water off into hydrogen and oxygen. I mean, that cable kind of looks like it's red and glowing. I don't know. Yeah, that cable's red. Whereas that one's black. Is that just something we've never noticed before? I don't know. It might be. Okay, okay. So, go back to Jungle World. For the first time, you see that there are moments when the role in the random user might be the same person actually works. Rolls a 69, becomes the leader of a sex cult, and nominates Ithalius as the object of everyone's desire. You've already joined a sex cult. You can't. There's not enough time in the day for 2 sex cults. I mean, you'd be exhausted, wouldn't you? Right. Let's go to Jungle World. Ready? Destroy the stream again. And see... Now we've got all 3 trees watered. We could potentially... Because, like, the alien ship, the doors closed off the moment we'd destroyed the red orb, didn't it? Yeah, it still seems to be venting over there. I have no idea what the next step is. Yeah, that thing's venting and ready to take off, as far as I can tell. Yeah, these doors are still out of order. Like I said, I reckon this is for the Mofang world. I mean, that orb might actually work in the like device we saw in the mountainous region. But I can't pick it up or anything. I mean, that's one thing. We've not got an inventory where we can carry objects. So, there's got to be... okay. And there's a reason why it reminds you of the old Myst games. It's designed by the same guys that did Myst and Riven. That's why. It was designed and, you know, kickstarted and all that as like a spiritual successor to the Myst and Riven games. Okay, well... Where haven't we been? We thoroughly explored this place. We know parts of it are blocked off by those doors now. Can you shoot that orb with the laser gun thing again? I don't know. This way? Yeah. I think it's we can only shoot blue objects with the red objects with the blue laser, and because it's like inert, I don't think so. We can try. Because it was like in... I think it was part of this, wasn't it? And it was glowing red. Let's try. I might not even be able to see it. Pull up! Pull up! Left a bit, right a bit. Right. Do we think we're anywhere near... I mean, it's not... It might be a laser, but it ain't exactly precise. No, I'm just drifting past it, apparently. I'll shoot the dead guy. I mean, we could try shoot the dead guy. No. Left. I mean, he's glowing red. It should work, shouldn't it? Right. Back to you. Ooh. It did evaporate him. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it destroyed his disguise. But it didn't, like, do anything else for us. It's now a quest to get yourself a new 3DS XL, and both Bravely Default games, you want them. I mean, that's a kind of extreme, just get a console for just, like, one game, essentially. Because you said you could get the other. Unless you can pick up one cheap on eBay, maybe. Okay, I'm open to suggestions. We need to find, like, a area like this that will transfer us to the last world, as far as I can tell. So we need to look for rocks like this. Though I guess this is like the outer bounds bit for each of the domes, isn't it? Maybe we've done something now where if we hit like one of the walls of the dome, we transport... We basically go to the rest of the planet, and we can... Let's try that. Let's go back to our hub. It's not just Bravely, though. There's still a couple of Fire Emblems left as well. Right. We use this as our grand shortcut between worlds now. We don't need to use the warp devices. We can just use Yggdrasil, the world tree. And we need to go find the yellow one? Is that yellow? No, it's blue. Yellow. Though I guess we could see if the red one is open from this door. I doubt it. Sealed? Sealed, yeah. Warm. Warm. Yeah. Okay, right. Let's go back to Earth. Up the staircase. And... You still have yours somewhere? New DS is basically more powerful than the older ones. The XL variant's straightforward. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously, if you're going to get the latest iteration of a piece of hardware, it's always going to be the fastest and most reliable, theoretically, anyway. Okay. So we came back. We were going to try and, like, walk into one of the sides of the dome, presuming... Because the rock formations look the same. I don't know whether it's going to let us out of bounds now. Well, it's not technically out of bounds, but you know what I mean. Okay. We're going to hit the wall. No, the barrier's still shimmering. Yeah. Okay, so it's not that. I mean, the only thing we haven't been able to get access to is we backed up the cart down here and, like, blasted open that door. We still haven't worked out how we get down there, have we? I don't think so, anyway. There was... Did we open up the gate back there? Because there was... Have a look. Because there was a doorway... Like... across the bridge, wasn't there? There was a doorway. Yeah, that's the doorway, and it was blocked off. Can we get through there now or something? Is there another blue laser in this area as well? The only blue laser is on the golf cart, the minecart thing, which is currently parked up in, like, the central bit. It's not like we can get a portable one or anything like that. It's either mounted on a fixed turret or it's on, like, the golf cart. Are you seeing the red rock, what, on the other side of, like, the dome barrier thing? Yeah, I saw that as well, but I don't think you can shoot through the barrier. So we left the golf cart thing somewhere around here. There it is. So yeah, we've only got the laser on that. Okay. As far as I recall, this door was sealed from the other side. It's another one of those. It's locked from the other side, so we need to get access. Oh, no, we did open it up. Oh, no, this is going into the tunnels. Okay, so yeah. So, do we think there's like a... like a way down? Or across or around? Maybe not. Okay, if we try and figure out our orientation. Come on. Load faster. Those red rocks near the signs. I think I know the ones you mean, but no, they're actually recording devices. So you mean like these ones here? No, these are just like the holographic recording devices. So that, no, I mean, we could try shooting them, I guess, but I think the moment we walk away, it closes up. So, I don't know whether it would work. I don't know whether it would do anything, honestly. So we kind of need to get... Can we see if there's a path on the other side of this? If we toggle this up. No. We kind of need to see if there's like a path on the other side of this wall that we can somehow get to. Yeah, it's not... I mean, these are like almost like tutorial type kind of things. They're introducing you to like the major places in the town. So it's not like it's tied to any of the specific puzzles or anything. Yeah, I mean, the only... Like I said, the only place we've unblocked a door. But then again, the only time we've like unblocked like small mine shaft doors is to like almost at like an Easter egg type bit. It's the like the bar, which is a crashed landed plane, and the submarine in the caves and things like that. So I mean, if we could somehow get a path across to there, any idea how we could get over there? I mean, if that generator did like boil all the water off in the... Oh, it's a river. It's not going to stop flowing. Like I said, we are supposed to have access over there. I mean, there's a little easel, so... Yeah, I wouldn't know how we get across there. Definitely feel like we're supposed to get in from the other side. Hey, Bolshak! How have we been? It's been a little while, hasn't it? I don't think we've... You've been by in, what, week or so? But how are you keeping? Can we see much from this angle? I mean, the tunnel seems to go a reasonable distance. You've been better. Oh no! What's up? What's bringing you down? Does it look like there's a path on this side at all? There is. Oh, I guess if we could flip this all the way around, we could get across, couldn't we? Is that possible at all? Because we've only managed to make it, like, go 90 degrees. If we could flip it all the way round, we could have this path go across, couldn't we? Maybe we can do that. Let's see if we can, like, rotate it 180 degrees. That should give us access. Though, like I said, I've got a feeling it's probably just like another one of those little Easter egg ones. We're going to find something else that like got warped here. We've had a plane, we've had a submarine. It's going to be some kind of old car or something like that. Moved into your new place, and a staff member has already pissed me off just because I didn't want anything to eat for breakfast. Oh, okay. That seems a little extreme for just not wanting any breakfast, and... Okay. Is it a clash of personalities? It'll be a strip club with a very fine sarsaparilla. I mean, I'm still intrigued. I want to know whether we can drink some of the booze at the bar. I mean, they've got a whole tiki theme going on. I mean, I guess if people get lubed up enough, they're probably going to be prone to, like, getting their kit off. Right, okay, so... maybe we do it this way? Let's see if this works. Oh no, I guess it would be the other way and we come through the door. Yes, that's how it would do it. Okay, so... So it's not so much about building a bridge on the other side. We need to flip this and then come through the door there. Okay, that doesn't work. We need to bring it down on this side. And then we go for an extra turn. Let's see if it goes all the way. Yes. Okay, so we can go along that path now. But we're going to have to come through the tunnel, which involves us warping from the scrapyard, I think. We go from the scrapyard through the... Yeah, I think it would be the scrapyard. I'm trying to remember. Obviously, there's the rotatey things for the puzzle, the pathway puzzle. But at the end of all that, there was the warp stones that jumped to the scrapyard. Made you some breakfast and a cup of tea, and because I didn't want them, any of it, to come up to my room and practically order me to go and have it. And of course, I'm already having to deal with the anxiety of leaving home and missing your parents and the dog. Oh no! I mean, I can relate to that. Sometimes you just don't want breakfast in the morning. I know it's the most important meal of the day and all that, and I mean, I would probably turn my nose up if you refused a cup of tea. But, you know, sometimes you're just not hungry enough, or you're in a rush or something like that. You don't fancy anything to eat. And when you said they made you breakfast, are you talking about like it was like a full English, full fry up or something like that? Or are we talking like a bowl of cereal? Or some toast? Right. If I'm right, I think... Try and remember where this would go. This would go back to... I think this goes back to the Forest Moon of Endor. You don't know, you didn't see what they made. I mean, it could be a case of if it wasn't like a full English, you were basically insulting their cooking at that point. And that might be why they got a little antsy with you. Okay, right. So. Oh. God damn it. Seriously? No, I was trying to jump. Spacebar does not jump. God damn it. Okay, I should have just used... Okay, we're going to destroy the stream several times now as we try and work our way back. Like I said, I think this will get us to the right place where we want to go. I'm trying to remember. So there was a room... Oh god, are you kidding? Now I'm stuck? Have I like soft locked it? Oh god, of course it... Oh, there we go. Good. Okay, that didn't work. I'm trying to remember an alternate route back there without going through everything everywhere. Okay, this isn't helping much. Okay. We're not making Trask, we're just relocating it. What, like those large container tankers that they send from like every like Western civilized country, and they ship to like the Philippines and Vietnam to for the recycling to be reprocessed, and we know how that turns out. It basically they can't cope with themselves, and it ends up getting dumped in the ocean. Okay, I guess we're gonna do this the hard way. So we need to go back to Forest Moon. Which is that? That way. Yes, no, maybe. No, that one... Yeah, no, this one is the Forest Moon one. Like I said, trying to keep tabs on the mental map of, like, where the wall teleports us, and then where does these things teleport us. Because, I mean, we can't use the tree to, like, get back there, because we are actually blocked off. We need to go, like, to the starting point of the level, as opposed to the end point. You have to get more coffee. Is it the good stuff? Or is it instant, you know... I don't want to say garbage, that like I'm drinking, but it's not the greatest. It is, like, the budget range, supermarket, no-name, instant coffee. Okay, so no, we don't want to go that way. We want to go this way, because that takes us to the end point. We need to go near the beginning. It's still your death wish, is it? Okay. Also, did you look up the Black Blood of the Earth one that I mentioned? I think the last time I looked it up, the website almost has like a very Web 1.0 look to it. So yeah, we were kind of in the right place, because clearly here's the junk. So yeah, we were kind of in the right place. So what I want to do is I want to transport to... Just going to have some toast and maybe some juice, but nope, they decided to make breakfast. No thanks to the staff, I ended up calling my mum, told her what happened, and when the member of staff came up and told me my mum was just on the phone with them, instead of asking me if they could come into my room, they just walked in thinking I opened the door, so I'm saying, feel free. Yeah, I mean, some people need to, like, establish boundaries of, like, what an open door is, whether it is, open door is, well, come on in, or if it's, you know, you can speak to me through the door, but it doesn't mean you're openly invited to come in whenever you want. Right. I'm not sure if it matters which of these, but I think they all give us access to the back of that tunnel. If I'm right. You did have a look. You may have to get some, but likely just cold brew some of the Death Wish coffee. Right. Can't remember. There is a pathway. This way? Yes. Right. If I did this right, this should lead to the grand swapping device, which is down there. And then this is a back door, and we should be able to cross past, I think. And we will find out what's down that tunnel. Like I said, my money's on it's just like another like little lore Easter egg type bit. I don't think it's going to transfer us to a different world. At least we get to see something different. We're not wandering around the same paths once more. Okay. Somebody's painting a pretty picture. Ah, screw it. We'll admire that art later. Right. Yeah, so we blew up the concealment device. Right, do we know where this goes? I mean, somebody was having their meal here. Okay, this is the same thing we saw. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's red! This is actually going to take us to the right place. Oh, okay. Moved out where your parents' place to get some independence, not to trade one mother for one. Yeah. So how many other people are in the digs with you? You made it through. Yes, we did. And we've actually been transported to a red planet. So we are actually on the final world. Though I would really like a blue laser at this point, just in case. Okay. Well, we can see the tree. We need to get over there somehow. Also, I'm guessing we're going to have to deal with hot sulfurous lava or something. Right, what puzzles await us on this world? We popped out there. Does this just all link around? It does. Okay. This is just where we came. Oh, there's a path down. Okay, we missed that. Through the fog. Okay. Definitely feels like something's gonna like warp into that. Okay. I guess we just head towards the tree. You can see the tree right off the rip. Yeah. We're either very... That's... As long as none of these rocks suddenly open up and zap us, I think we'll be fine. Okay, we can see our home world, essentially. Usually, if you can see the end game from the beginning, it often means it's going to be hell to get there, yeah. I mean, the tree is half dead. It's only got, like, half its leaves. Wow. Oh, no. We can see literally the rest of Arizona. Though it does look like something out of Fallout, though, doesn't it? Looking at the buildings are kind of fucked up. Okay, so... I think the aliens invaded Earth. You have 46 Gundams and your custom Gundam that is still a work in progress. I mean, I feel like you're going to be desperately seeking some more shelf space soon. I mean, are they all on display? Or are some of them, like, boxed away in storage and what have you? No. Are we getting to the tree straight... Yeah, I'm dubious about why we can get access to the tree straight away. Are we definitely looking at the end game? I guess we are. We're in the end game now. It's not Fallout, that's just how things look here. Well, can we water the plants immediately? I guess so. Okay. Well, that was the least complicated planet to go through. Now we've watered all the trees. We should be able to go back to blue, yellow over here. Yellow over here. Yellow. Okay, so that's home. I just want to poke my head out and see whether the dead leaves have come back or if anything happens. Well, we did say it goes, red through orange to green eventually. Now, it might take a while. Like I said, well, no other leaves have sprouted. I guess we go back to the central hub bit then now? All the trees are watered? I presume that's all we need to do? We can talk to the guy in his vault? Maybe he'll answer his doorbell now? Made a head for it. All out of spare parts. I think I have 13 or 14 Gundams with you right now. Shelves arrive on Monday. The size of the shelves are 175. Be 100? Almost 2 meters tall by 70 wide and 30 deep. Okay. Right, this one. No, there was literally nothing else to do in the red zone, which is kind of disconcerting. Like I said, that was like the easiest world. We literally just needed to go to the tree. And the path wasn't like obfuscated. There's like no barriers or anything. Okay. Is the guy in the vault actually going to speak to us now? No, I think we followed the path all the way around. I didn't see anything else we missed. So I didn't avoid anything specifically. If I did avoid something, it was basically because I didn't see it. Right, please tell me you're going to answer the doorbell now. Oh.
There's one thing left. It's called the bleeder. Gotta stop it. It's draining the whole system. It keeps things under control, holding us back.
World's worst green screen masking going on.
Connections, tree panels, battery, power levels. You trace that bleeder. If everything's connected, we'll be headed home.
Right. Now, the bleeder is the large radio mass thing, isn't it? Have we got an idea of how we trash it? Enough space for 46 Gundams and another 40 to 80 more? Wow, okay. Okay. Thought you were like, definitely looks like something's going to warp in here. Oh, what? Yeah, the big kind of like, it wasn't quite a crater, but there was nothing in there. It was just an empty space, but kind of like the circular shape to it. Greetings, Ender! How are we today? Right. I mean, the plans for the bleeder thing are in here. There wasn't any clues on how to destroy it, was there? Systems capable of throttle all 4 connected worlds. Rate of dissipation is sensed and regulated automatically. Power is collected through villain-engineered extruder cables. Dissipation phase through electrolysis, hydrogen, oxygen. As you know, we discourage swimming when the bleeder is operational. Okay, let's go take a dip, shall we? What could possibly go wrong? Oh, hang on a second. I do see a pathway there. Do we know how we get to that? We've never seen that pathway. Or a way to that. It's through a cave, isn't it? If it's like the usual thing of like bouncing from like a wall, it would be... Where would we say? Somewhere over there? If we look at the map. You good? Just playing some Borderlands 3 Heartbreakers update. Okay. You playing it on, solo? Or you're actually playing with other people? Right, no, not that one. This one. Okay. Bubbler. Okay, so... Entry Canyon. Ah. So where we initially came in would be like the opposite side of that, wouldn't it? So if we could somehow get to the... Oh, I know! We did say there was a wall there on the top of the waterfall, but we can't get back up there, can we? That would be the most obvious way to get there. Because that's just literally in a cave. Okay. We somehow need to get to the top of the waterfall again. But we can't because the lift is out. I'm playing solo. Tried out your new airbrush. Screwed up straight away. Oh no. Thinned the paint when didn't need any thinning, so I ended up it's basically just grey water. Oh. Okay. So I think potentially the entrance to the bubbler, as they call it on the thing, is at the top of the lift there, but I don't know how we would redirect the flow of water so we can use this lift. Because this was powered by, you know... Yeah, it's completely out, so we can't get back up there. I mean, the only way would be that gangplank, and I don't think that's possible because there was large, like, train trucks, well, Minecraft trucks in the way. Oh, no. Well, they're all gone now. Okay, well, in that case, that solves our problem. Somebody removed these for us. Convenient. Okay. So, theoretically, this should get us to the bubbler? It's one small step for man. Well, it's certainly a cave. And, yep, there we go. Right. There's just going to be a big red button, isn't there? Do we get an indication of how quickly this fuse burns? Well, we're definitely in the end game now. Just take a picture so we have it on us so that they know what caused our death. I'm running. So that doesn't go anywhere. No. Right, if we go stand at the top here, can we see it go boom? Nothing went boom yet. I mean, we didn't hear it start going the typical kind of movie sound effect of, like, the fuses going, did we? Yeah, I know it was like a Valentine's themed one, wasn't it? After I did a bit more paint, it came okay. Then I just used the paint on its own. I think we're going to have to go back, aren't we? It's like that rule that they say when you light a firework. You should never go back to a lit firework. I'm also noticing the alien bee on the side there. Right. Well, the fuses aren't going. Okay, well, apparently the dynamite doesn't work. Yes, I know the, well, I know they've made, there's been an update. I don't know what's involved in it, Hokey. What, go on, give us the Cliff Notes version of what's in the latest, Satisfactory update. Because I don't think we've touched it since the... Do we need the water? I guess we don't need the water to flow anymore, do we? Okay, it doesn't matter. We can't, like, shut it down. It's jammed on. Okay, right. Well, we're not redirecting the flow of the waterfall. Okay. Yeah, added a Battle Royale mode to Satisfactory. Oh, are you actually being serious? There is a Battle Royale mode in it now. I find it hard to believe. I know you could play it in co-op. Because you could play with, what, 4 people? Well, yeah, you could play with 3 other people. I was going to say... You gonna tell me how we do that? I flipped the switch. I mean, if you've got a match, we could set, you know, light those fuses, but... You're being very unspecific about how we do that? Oh, hang on a second. Was that there before? I don't recall that being there before. Definitely looks like it's part of the same machinery. Also, can we get across to this now? Was that cable there running to the crane as well? Okay. Can we do anything within the tree sphere? Oh, we've got the little train truck things have moved. Okay, so we might be able to go along the rail line there. Okay. Okay. Right. Well, I guess we're going back up there and maybe we're flipping switches near... We're not going to be able to jump that gap. So it's not like we can operate the crane. Well, it said the bleeder was connected to the trees, and now this bit's here. We've got to do something else with the trees, rather than just watering them. Floods and high winds. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, it's actually stopped here, for the time being, anyway. I would imagine it's going to carry on later. I mean, the tree's gone losing its colour, isn't it? It was green. Let's check the other planets to see if they've all got weird devices around them. The map is entirely covered now, is it? Okay. Since Bandai has released some new stuff for their 30-minute missions, we'll be able to do a bit more progress on your custom Gundam Moon Saber. Okay. Well, we'll check the Red World. We have access to all of these now, so it doesn't matter which one we go to. I just want to see if there's a device around it. Well, it's fully green now. There's no device around this one. So, whilst we're here, and as Ithalius prompted and reminded me, does it look like there's anything to that large crater in the ground? No. We're definitely going to be beamed away from here, aren't we? The fact that there's like only one way in, this is very storytelling. But something's going to happen here. Inevitable. Right, okay, so there's no weird device around this one. But it is fully green now. What about the other worlds? Aerial Alto and Space Porta Nova. Blue. Okay. Weird thing is that there's no 30mm stuff available all here. 30mm of what? Right. Well, it's losing a bit of colour. But it doesn't, again, it doesn't seem to have a weird alien device around it. So, yeah. I think it's just the one on our home world. I have no idea how we activate it. You like the idea of Gundam. It's just you've never been able to get into them with my dislike for animes. You mean you don't like the animes? "30-minute mission stuff? Oh, okay. Red? Red. Green. I guess we should have just followed the pipe, yeah. Let's go to yellow. I mean, we have max... Well, no. We did have max voltage. Apparently the voltage went nowhere. I have no idea how we, like, blow up the radio tower. There's dynamite, but we can't seem to, like, light a fuse. You've not watched much of the anime, but you've played some of the games, haven't you? Oh no, this is going green again now? I can't tell. It was, like, dying a moment ago. Now it's going green again. Follow the cable back. I don't recall this cable being hanging from the track before. Where does the cable lead to? Is it like his battery thing? I guess so. We're going to go mess with that again. I don't know. We've disconnected the power? Yeah, these big panel things were definitely not here before. If we could get that to, like, be in this position, we could stroll across. But I have no idea how we do that. One being your love of mechs. Two, every Gundam model is different, even in some are based off another Gundam. And three, Gundam Builders World Championships. And yeah, you've played some of the games, okay. Right. Well, I guess it's not turning off the battery thing. These cables definitely look like they weren't here before. So I don't know whether it is anything to do with, like... that. No. I have no idea how we... We know the trees are connected to that radio tower thing. We've got to destroy the radio tower and... Before you use the battery, make a copy of your save, John. The battery determines your ending. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not bothered about what kind of ending I get. I'm just, at this point, wanting to, like... see how we finish anyway? He said just take down the bleeder, but he didn't give us instructions. If you're going to talk to a stranger about destroying some technology that you've clearly worked on yourself, who's been here for all of about 10 minutes, you'd think he would at least provide you with, you know, a self-destruction manual or something. I think, like, around here that we've missed? No? Unplug the things? Can't use the 1990s camera. There's definitely nothing else on that side, is there? For, like, bringing down the radio mass. Right. Like, no other doorways, entrances, anything? It's literally just this. We can't jump into the water. We can't disconnect any of these cables. Can't take the dynamite. This is locked in position now, so we've done what it wants for that. I don't know. Start building under models back in 2018, and I'm gaining confidence in your skills to the point where I'm actually creating your own parts out of spare parts. So you're doing a bunch of kit bashing. Have you actually like seen if you can like sculpt and model stuff? So I know there's certain places where you can, if you can like do the 3D modeling, you could send it off to somebody with a 3D printer. I'm just wondering whether you've attempted to do anything like that. Now you could have like actually wholly unique custom built stuff. I mean, it might not be anything you're interested in. Also, no. Okay, I was just wondering if we could like maybe get past that. No. Okay. Once again, anybody got any ideas? No. We're not jumping the gap. Making your own parts with spare parts is not kit bashing. It kind of is. It's like there's the grey area. You're using other model kits to like enhance the model you already have. The whole idea of kit bashing is to use model kits to. So yeah, we're going through different phases of the colours of the tree, aren't we? Sometimes it's red, sometimes it's green. How do we? I mean, there doesn't seem to be any buttons or anything on the back of this, so we can't like turn it off. All I can think is the crane is for some reason. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, anybody got any ideas? All the trees are watered. He said turns off the bleeder. I mean, I threw a switch on it. There's dynamite there, but apparently I can't light that. We know the trees are linked together, and they're also linked to the bleeder. They're supposed to provide the power. Which the dome is supposed to dissipate. But considering we've brought down the dome in all of the worlds... I guess we haven't brought it down in the red world, but then again, we saw no beam of light in the sky to have a dome. At your behest, herein information pertaining to the Bleeder, its history, and some of the engineering behind it. Bleeder project was designed and built at the request of Mayor Sims to collect and dissipate the ever-increasing power in the entire ecosystem. Mayor Sims was reluctant to allow the system to come to fruition, as he and the others had become suspicious of Mayor Farley's death. He believed that without not knowing more precisely what would happen if the cell wall at fruition was ill-advised to allow it to possibly open, thus allowing what might be outside in, what might be inside out. System has the capacity to throttle all 4 connected worlds. The idea is, as you're well aware, is to suppress the ecosystem's power and thus inhibit maturity of the trees. It was postulated and since became apparent that this suppression will keep whatever unknown maturity process from happening and grant us direct control over the tree's fruition. So it's... the technology as it is stopping the trees reaching their full potential, their full fruition. Rate of dissipation is sensed and regulated automatically. The power is collected through the villain-engineered extruded cables. They're attached directly to the dome membrane. Maximum power level is exceeded. The dissipation phase is triggered, creating electrical charge, followed by discharge into the water. So the electrolysis, an amount of hydrogen and oxygen is generated. We capture some of these elements for our own use, but the great majority are released into the atmosphere. This gassing might cause some concern when it is not for the ecosystem's ability to filter and maintain our atmospheres at near ideal excess H2O, hydrogen oxygen content, pressure generated. Yeah, but no details on how to shut the damn thing down. It does say an excess of the power, doesn't it? When the system has capacity to throttle all 4 worlds, suppress the ecosystem, suppression, it's sensed and regulated automatically. If we can do something to stop it automatically regulating it, there could be a build-up and a power loop. I don't know. Kit bashing or model bashing is the practice of whereby a new scale model is created by taking pieces out of commercial kits. Well, that's like we said, if you're using spare parts from the Gundams you currently have. Yeah. Moonsaber is totally different because you plan to make it with what you have spare. It's scanned and 3D printed, so it becomes its own kit. Ah, interesting. Are there high vantage points where you can see the bleeder from? I guess the scrapyard is a relatively high vantage point. I guess we could stand up at the top of this. I mean, this is not much difference to the height would be over there. But yeah. I'm wondering whether we, attempt to increase the power in the other worlds? But how will we do that? Oh, you think it wants us to go stand in a place and admire our handiwork as it blows up? But the fact that the fuses weren't going, we can't, flip any other switches. I mean, there occasionally is a spark, isn't there? But can we do anything to, increase the energy output? Is there anything else connected to it? I mean, this isn't pulling power from that. No, because this is purely from... This is basically a petrol generator. So we're pumping the fuel from the petrol station and using it as a giant-ass generator. So there's nothing about modifying parts by cutting stuff from other bits and create something new. No, that is kit bashing. That is taking parts from everywhere. Oh no, it's not sparking, it's a bug. Okay. Well, we saw that now, didn't we? What the hell are we supposed to do next? I don't know. I'm having a full-blown conversation with it. How do I do that? I don't know. What are you asking me? You're the only one here. Really don't know. There's no, like, other cables coming from it. Well, there's this red cable, which goes up near the mayor's house, doesn't it? Looked it up now, so I don't want to give anything out, but if you want a general area to look, let me know. Yeah, I mean, if you can, like, is it on Earth? Is it in like this biome, or do we have to go to one of the other biomes? At least give me that nudge. If we're in like the entirely wrong space, no wonder I'm not seeing. Yes, it's in this biome. Okay, right. Like I said, there is a red cable coming off this. That's the red cable. It's going up to... it's going up to the top there. Can we ride this all the way to the top? Ah, okay. Oh, it's not a cable. Well, I guess it is a cable, but ready to plunge.
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Right.
Almost there. Real good. Not much left. Just waiting for all the natural way of things to happen now.
Okay.
Lots of folks left behind. But I reckon they've passed.
I mean, that's sparking a little.
Carving legs. You
The...
can see how useful these tracks is to me.
Okay, he's moving the laser along.
Cactuar critters, but they ain't unplugging my battery. We're going home, not wherever.
Okay.
All right now, I'll power up my override. When the time comes, it works a lot like them little swappers. It'll swap us home.
I presume it's this.
You didn't spend much time here, and that ain't a bad thing. But there were some fine folk.
Okay, so the design of it, that is kind of like the swapper thing. Okay. Right, I guess we've got to...
I reckon you got the best seat in the house over there.
Are we supposed to use that button? Is that... Do we reckon it's that button?
Well, this is it. Been a long time since I've seen them. A very long indeed. Black copy. Seems like it's regular job.
I'm presuming that button. You're going to tell me when I can push the button? Okay. I didn't have to push a button. No, I don't know.
It's gone. All gone. There's nothing left. Nothing.
We're about to be swamped by... What do we reckon? Is it... like... an anemic mushroom cloud, or is it just a sandstorm?
Oh, no, 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 no. We were so close.
Caroline?
We all made it. But most couldn't swap. Is it too late? Oh, Cecil.
But I didn't. I figured you was home.
I mean, weren't you on an alien spaceship in deep storage?
I know, Cecil. It just wasn't meant to be this way.
Also, does it look like she's back in her house? I guess we could go down there. Do you think we're supposed to leave? I wonder if we can... No, we're not meant to leave. Right, did we remember to bring the dust mask? Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out! Right, I'm about to be engulfed. Well, let's not stand directly in the path of it. Though, I mean, it's all going to go very grey in a moment anyway. We're not going to be able to see a damn thing. Yep, there you go. Well, we're blacking out. We're just choking here. I guess that was a bad ending? Oh. I have no idea. What went down after the explosion? We could load in 3:30. Oh, so 6 minutes ago. Is that before or after we plunged? But I'm confused. Like I said, like a lot of this, it's... what are we meant to be doing? So, nobody survives. Right, okay, well... what could we do to make sure people survive? You said it's something to do with a battery, didn't you? No, because the plunger is right at the top there, so this is before the plunger. No, we need to be that side. So we disconnect his battery? Because that's about the only things we can do with it. We'll try it with it disconnected. There's very little we can do. Like I said, the game is fairly obscure. It's pretty, but, I mean... you don't have those, like, eureka moments like you do with something like The Witness. Right. That's about all we can do with his battery. Isn't it? Pull the plug on it. I mean, I guess if it's not juiced, the little alien bug things won't come and swarm around it. Does that make any difference? There's very little you do. Let's pull the plug. Yeah, exactly. Well, we shall go plunge once more, wait for the fireworks, and see what the hell happens this time. I mean, technically that is the second time we saw the credits, wasn't it? Because we saw them once before because for some unknown reason we died. I think we stood too close to a red orb or something, didn't we? Like, before we did the tree on the forest moon? We were, like, footsing with, like, the controller thing for a bridge, and then all of a sudden there was a... So, yeah, we were looking at our photos. We tabbed out... Well, not tabbed out, but returned from, like, the menu screen for the photos, and then all of a sudden the credits started rolling. Anyway, what happens if we do it now? The bugs are still showing up. I mean, Hunratha is lower power? Yeah, I mean...
Not much left. Just waiting for all the natural way of things to happen now.
Well, no, they're still going towards his battery, aren't they?
But I reckon they've passed. I don't move real well, carving legs.
Skip to the end.
See how useful these tracks is to me.
Yeah, he's basically moving his thing along.
Them crazy Capitar critters, but they ain't unplugging my battery. We're going home, not wherever.
So he's talking about the Captar critters and they're not unplugging his battery. No, we already did that.
I'll power up my override when the time comes. It works a lot like them little swappers. It'll swap us home. You didn't spend much time here, and that ain't a bad thing. But there was some fine,
Yeah, it was red before, wasn't it? Yeah.
some real fine folk. I reckon you got the best seat in the house up there.
I mean, you could have left us, you know, a small folding seat if you're gonna, you're expecting company up here.
Well, this is it.
Also, I'm still under the assumption that is Earth there. Though, I mean, we've got a little bit of blue on that world. We're basically in the hub of a multiverse, aren't we?
This king. I checked.
Okay, he's saying different stuff now.
I checked everything. So help me. Did you do this? Carving chance. I got no idea where we're headed now. You're sending us to hell.
Strap in and enjoy the ride, then. Some kind of green utopia. Also, there's a dome there. Is there any more domes? It's a very pretty world.
Wait. I'll be. Harley. She got it right.
Okay. So that's the forest moon of Endor. That's the mountainous one. We seeing any others? Oh no, that's the mountainous one.
CW. Cecil.
Caroline. Caroline.
No, we've not warped into Fallout this time.
You made it. How many
Alright, am I allowed to leave then? My job here is done? Push the button! Nope, not allowed to leave. Well, presumably if she's going from her house, we should see her run past. Nope. Not seeing anything. Can we change channels? This TV show's boring. Yeah. Blow more shit up. No, I'm not allowed to. But there we go. Now we'll let the credits roll, and that is 10 to 4. It's a little earlier than normal, where we would take our coffee break and swap over, but it seems appropriate. But that is Obduction done. So I guess we're gonna have to find a new game for Saturdays now. Suggestions? We've been on something of a puzzle kick, haven't we? So, is there anything else coming soon that would fit? This is the thing, that there's, we're still in kind of a quiet period for releases, aren't we? So there's nothing new. No Man's Sky, what? At all of 3 frames a second again? I actually put in a request for Urtok, and I got a rejection pretty much immediately. So they're not sending me code, so I haven't played Story of My Uncle. I might have it in the inventory. The thing with Firewatch is very much like if you've already played it, there's no replay value. So I don't know whether those people that haven't seen Firewatch, whether you would like to see me play that, and I would try and conceal like the storyline as much as possible, but I would know, so I don't know whether I would give that away. You gave it a spin for a little over an hour. I mean, there's one game I have seen like doing the rounds recently. I know it's not brand new, but it's just come out of early access. I know it's not narrative, it's not puzzle related, but Wolcen, I think that's how it's pronounced. Wolcen. It's got a very Diablo-esque look to it. I know it just came out of early access. That's kind of piqued my interest. Stanley Parable? I don't know. I've got to find out when the last time I played Stanley Parable is, because isn't there like a whole achievement where don't play Stanley Parable for 5 years? You get an achievement. I kind of feel like I want to go for that. Also, isn't it getting its like revamps, Masterworks, special edition something one coming soon? It has shortcomings though. It's an incredibly pretty RPG. ARPG, sorry. Yeah, I mean that's what piqued my interest, because it looked nice. I don't know how well it would play. Also, I might not get code for it, so it's one of those I'm not sure. We did play Fallout, the original Fallout. We haven't done Fallout 2. Because that was when Obsidian was Black Isle, wasn't it? Cat Interstellar. It's only like 45-minute game. I can't even... Cat Interstellar. You're going to have to post that one in the Discord, Ithalius. I can't even say that I've heard of that one. You'll wait for Pillars of Eternity 2 rather than playing Wolcen? Okay. Oh, Path of Exile 2, I guess. I mean, have they got like any kind of lead time when there's going to be a sequel of Path of Exile? Like I said, Path of Exile, I played for all of about maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. And it just didn't gel with me. I don't know whether it's just because it kind of looked a little ugly or it just felt a little clunky. I don't know. Dear Esther? It is purely walking sim, though, isn't it? There isn't really anything to Dear Esther. Trying to think of other stuff that would kind of fit in this niche. Because, I mean, what did we previously play on a Saturday prior to Obduction? I don't know why we switched to Obduction as... wasn't a big puzzly type one last time, I don't think. I do have Not Tonight. I played it a little bit. I don't know whether that would be a series, though. I feel like it needs to be something we want to play from start to finish. Because I when it first came out, I did play Not Tonight and did like the first impressions on it. But when it first came out, was it an early access? And I know it got I want to say like an update or kind of like a final release or something appropriately on January 31st, because it's like Brexit themed, isn't it? I know it had that. Fire in the Flood. Maybe. That was one of the ones that piqued my interest when it first came out. I think I have it somewhere. That could be a maybe. That's a strong candidate, Zul. Ooh, that could be a... Yeah, because I missed out on playing it when it first came out. I've already nabbed Deliverance. I played it when it first came out. Because I got the Steam code then. And obviously, like you said, it is free on Epic now. I mean, maybe. The only thing I would say about Kingdom Come Deliverance, the combat... I didn't find particularly intuitive, because it was the whole thing of like I normally like strafing one way but like swinging the weapon the other way. You can't do both, because I tried it with keyboard and mouse, I tried it with gamepad. I couldn't find a happy medium with the controls for the combat. So I probably sank a good couple of hours into Deliverance. Put on armor and beat up peasants is fun. Yeah, I mean, I did it several times trying to... Because like, what is it? The combat tutorial is like going in a fist fight with like somebody that owes money to your dad as blacksmith or something, who's some like old drunk. But there are multiple ways you can get like your friends to help you, or you can like try and beat him up. And if you fail, you wind up like being... running to your mum or something, don't you? If you get knocked out, you wake up in your bed and your mum's like dabbing your brow going, there, never mind. Aztec is a lot of fun as well. I played that one. I think we actually did an interview. I feel like we did an interview on the YouTube channel with the dev of that. But yeah, Aztec is fun. But I'm not sure whether that... Normally for the Let's Plays we've done, it's kind of been... There has been like a narrative thread, so that there's been like a start, middle, and end, follow it through. I mean, the only ones that haven't really had that is stuff like when we've done Oxygen not included in that. I do feel like Aztec is more like arcade brawler. So you could reach the end of it if you got good, but it's not like a progression, is it? It's not like you start the story, progress through it, get to an end state. Like, we've solved the puzzle, everyone's been back to Earth, or whatever. Some idyllic alien world, but regardless. Totally off topic, but Everspace is one you've just gone into. Having a surprisingly good time. Very well done and polished. I can't remember. Everspace is... it's ship-to-ship combat, but is it RTS style? I don't think it's grand strategy, is it, Everspace? It's a little more like Armada Commander type idea, isn't it? FTL in third person. Okay. Also, this is a lot of credits. I mean, there was clearly a lot of backers on Kickstarter for this. With upgrades instead of weapon slots. Okay. It might be one of those I do actually have. I've just never touched. But I'm just trying to think what would be a good fix. I mean, we probably are looking at a new one for Wednesdays as well, because I've got a feeling we're very close to the end with Coffee Talk. But there is a game out next week that potentially could be a good fit for a replacement for that, if I can get hold of code. Something called, like, The Suicide of Rachel Foster. It definitely has kind of a Firewatch kind of look and feel to it, but it's kind of set in... From what I can tell, it looks like the hotel from The Shining. So it's a little bit creepy looking. Did play Noita, yeah. But again, that's roguelite, isn't it? We set fire to ourselves more often than not in Noita. What about Wasteland 2 with 3 coming out in May? Possibly, yeah. That would be shifting it back to kind of that, what we had with, like, Fallout, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, did I play... I have a feeling I played some of Wasteland 2 when it first came out. So I feel like they should have more music. If they were going to have the credits run this long, they should definitely have had music to cover all the credits. I mean, we could back out, but it feels rude. We normally, once we get to an end of the game, we let all the credits roll. But we're still only in the A's. These are bound to be the ones that all paid $1, aren't they? For beta access to this. We're still just in the A's. This is going to take a while. I think we've done the devs credits. Is it time to leave? I mean, we've already been going for like 10 minutes because it was like 10 to 4, wasn't it? I think we're bailing, aren't we? All the people that pay their Kickstarter dollars. Thank you. Thank you for on behalf of the developers for helping back the game, but we need coffee, so we're going to back out. There we go. Let me chuck a mark in here.